Oh, hello, Windows. Hello, every sluggy. Bit of a bad news. We lost the recording for our Lucky Block episode this week, so, we're in a bit of dire straits. Luckily, I have a wonderful idea for how we can pad the time. Now, this is going to be a shorter video, but I thought I would tier all of the fish from A to Z. No, not all of the fish, but the fish from A to Z, alright? The whole alphabet. And we're going to be starting with the Alfonsino. Yeah, let's get right into it with the Alfonsino. Now, the Alfonsino, I don't know much about it, but it is red. It looks a bit silly with that big whole eye. That's almost an S tier fish, but I feel like it's taken back a bit. I mean, it looks a bit generic, you know. The shape is, you know, it's a bit generic. There are much cooler shaped fish out there, and that's a really important factor. Alright, next we got the boops. Boops. Now, I actually wouldn't know about this fish if it weren't for that one Google Doodle game with the cat that fought ghosts. You see, when they went into the ocean, they fought possessed boops, boops. That introduced me to the boops, boops. B for boops. B for boops. I mean, it's got a funny name, but that's really all that's going for it. Moving on, we got the chub sucker. Now, I mostly picked this fish for the tier list because it has a funny name, but that being said, it's really not that interesting. I mean, yeah, that's just a fish. You look at that, you say that's a fish. Nothing remarkable about it. D tier. D tier for the chub sucker. Sorry, chub sucker fans. Next we got the dab. Now, I originally picked the dab because it sounded like that awesome dance move that I like. And, like, looking at the dab, I mean, look at it. What is it doing? It's got, this is a silly guy right here. Easy A tier. Easy A tier on the dab. Now, moving on, we have the Emperor, otherwise known as the Emperor Bream or the Pig Face Bream. Now, when they call it the pig face bream, I kind of get where they're coming from, but it's also a bit rude. Just very slightly rude. And for that, I'm going to give it a B tier. I would give it a C tier if I wasn't, you know, giving it a pity point or anything, but B tier for the Emperor. Next we have the frogfish. Now, the image Wikipedia gives for the frogfish is a bit terrifying. I mean, look at that thing. So I won't be using that one. Instead, I'll be using a bit nicer of an image. I think this one was having a good hair day. And for that, the frogfish, easy S, easy S. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. S tier for the frogfish. Now, we have the grunion. If you aren't scared of fish taking over, the grunion is a very good reason to be scared. Oh my goodness, what did I just do? Sorry. The grunion is a very good reason to be scared. Look at that thing. It is taking over land. We're all gonna die. I mean, you're all gonna die. I'll be fine. Grunion, because I want to appease it, I don't want it to take over where I live. We're gonna go A tier for the grunion. Now we have the Hamlet. Now, sure, I liked Hamlet. I was a theater kid, but it was a bit boring most of the time. Hamlet peaked with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. I feel like those two solo most of fiction. But this fish is nothing like Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. C tier for the Hamlet, the fish. Now, next up we have the ice fish. And just looking at the ice fish, you can tell they are a cool fella. With the big ol' eye, the big ol' fins. This is a fish that stays in its own lane and is just kind of chill. And for that, we're going to give the ice fish a nice B tier. Good on you, ice fish. Next we have Koi from the hit song Koi Boy by Jack Stauber. Now, I don't know how many of you have listened to Pop Food, but Koi Boy is not the most memorable song in that album. I feel like that would go to, probably, my favorite is Dog Nightmare. But Bothersome is also a very good one in that album if you've listened to Pop Food. For that, we're going to give Koi koi a D tier. No F tiers yet. I'm feeling nice today. Next up, after the koi, we have the limia. The limia. Limia is a pretty basic looking fish. Like, that's a C tier fish. But I feel like it's a bit rude how every source you see online, like, the first thing they mention is that the limia is live bearing. I don't think that's anybody's business. I think they need to stay out of how the limia bears. Next up, we have the morwong. Now, morwong kind of beat me up on my first playthrough. I'm not gonna lie. I had to get the Reaper Crest to even defeat it. But morwong, after the fact, I felt like it was a pretty good boss. Then nowadays, when I replay it, I feel like it's just boring. D tier for morwong. D tier for morwong. Easily, easily. Next up, we have the noodlefish. All right. Now, the thing about the noodlefish is I was a bit conflicted between the noodlefish, the nibblefish, and the northern pike for N, but they don't look quite as slurpable. You know, the noodlefish, look at that thing. They are noodles. This is a fish that is noodles, and I feel like more people need to talk about that. A tier. A tier for the noodlefish, because it is noodles, and it is slurpable. More slurpable than the nibblefish. I feel like that would be nibbleable, if anything. Next we have, Oprah. Oprah. I don't know about you, but I don't think this looks anything like Oprah. C tier. C tier. That is not Oprah. Not Oprah, I'm telling you. And after that, utter disappointment, we have the porgy. The porgy. Like that thing from Star Wars, I think. Porgy, otherwise known as the bream, but I prefer porgy because it sounds like poggy. And you know what? This fish right here, this is a poggy fish. Easy B tier. Easy B tier for the poggy. After the poggy, we have the quillback. The quillback. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Now, the quillback, I mean, it doesn't really live up to its cool name. There's no quills on it. It's not a porcupine. If you want to spike your fish, look up the, it's called the quillback rockfish. That one has a cool mohawk. You're going to have to look that one up yourself. F tier, because I'm a bit disappointed that it doesn't have quills. Moving on to the remora. Remora. I remember spending lots of time on the Remora Wildcrats game on the PBS Kids website. Anybody else remember that? I had the best time where you jump from fish to fish, climbing your way to the surface. I would make a good Remora, and I feel like Remora is a respectable fish and a respectable S for the Remora. Moving on to S, there are so many iconic S fish. I mean, we've got the swordfish, the stingray, the shark, the sardine, the sturgeon, and the seahorse all fighting for this space. I decided to go with the good old scup. Everyone loves the scup. This man right here seems to be exalting the scup, showing it the light of heaven. And that scup was not prepared to see heaven. I'm tempted to say S for scup, but C for scup, C for cup, because it can't handle heaven, and a fish that can handle heaven is a good fish. Now, moving on to T. It's ineffable, it's edible, it's eminent, it's the tuna. Everyone knows the tuna, we all love the tuna. For those of us that like tuna, well, what do you have tuna with, like mayonnaise? I feel like that's a weird pairing for fish. B tier, A tier for the tuna, A tier for the tuna. It's just iconic, it's the cow of the sea. Then we have the unicorn fish. Look at this beauty. The unicorn fish dares to tread on the niche of the great narwhal, having a horn and being a sea creature. You see that? I actually haven't seen a narwhal in media for at least 10 years. Are they all dead or something? The unicorn fish might have uncontested waters here. This might be a new god we need to pray to. S tier unicorn fish. Next, after the unicorn fish, we have a velvet fish. And the velvet fish is another fish that can have good hair days and bad hair days, but it's not quite the frogfish. It will never be the frogfish. B tier for trying so hard to be the frogfish. I'm sorry. Then we have the wahoo! Yippee! Hooray! The next fish, being the X-fish, was a bit of an easy pick because my list on Wikipedia only gave me one fish that starts with X, that being the X-ray fish. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? The X-ray fish, I hadn't known about this fella beforehand, but looking at him now, that sure is an X-ray fish. That's what I would call it. A tier for the X-ray fish. It's kind of cool, I gotta admit. After that, we have the yellow tang. And the thing about the yellow tang is, it's the yellow tang. That's the thing. I kind of wanted a fish that wasn't yellow for Y, so I'm gonna have to give you a C tier. But I mean, look at this list on the Wikipedia page for fish names. It's all yellow. It's all yellow. There's not a single Y fish that doesn't start with yellow or have yellow in the name. That's absurd. And finally, for our final fish, the zebra loach. Some people call it the zebra loach. Some people call it the zebra loach. I'm going to call it an easy B tier for our final fish. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, even though it isn't what we usually do. I know I sure enjoyed recording it for you all. I'm gonna end you off here with a little fish OC. I'm gonna draw myself a fish OC, okay? You like fish, don't you? Yeah, it needs a big, heart-shaped fin because I love fish. I love fish. And my beautiful eyes, my beautiful eyes. I'm gonna do another eye up top, like our friend over here who I forgot the name of. This is a fish that would look up to you from the seafloor, and it would say, "Hi, how are you doing? I'm a fish. I hope you're having a nice swim up there. Thank you all for watching. I love you."